Kids who accidentally caused their parents' divorce, how did you do it? I was 8 years old when I destroyed my parents' marriage, and the worst part is, I was trying to do something nice. It was Father's Day, and I wanted to surprise my dad with breakfast in bed. I woke up early, made toast and scrambled eggs. They were terrible, but I was proud. I walked into their bedroom around 7 a.m. Dad was still asleep. Mom wasn't there. I figured she was in the bathroom, so I waited. 10 minutes passed. Still no mom. I put the tray down and went looking for her. Checked the bathroom. Empty. Checked the kitchen. Not there either. Then I noticed her car was gone from the driveway. I went back to wake up Dad, shook his shoulder and said, "Dad, I made you breakfast, but Mom's not here. Where did she go?" He sat up confused. Checked his phone. No messages. He called her. Straight to voicemail. He tried to play it off. Said she probably went for an early morning drive. Told me not to worry. But I could see his face. He was worried too. Mom came home around 9 a.m. I ran to her excited. "Mom, where were you? I made Dad breakfast and you weren't here." She froze. Looked at Dad standing in the hallway, his arms crossed. "I was at the gym," she said. "But the gym doesn't open until 8. I said. I knew this because my friend's mom taught a class there. The look on her face changed. Dad told me to go to my room. I sat on my bed listening to them argue. Mom was crying. Dad was yelling. I heard words like lying and who is he and how long. I heard something crash. A door slam, then silence. That silence was worse than the yelling. Turns out Mom had been seeing someone for 6 months, a guy from her work. She'd been sneaking out early in the morning to meet him, telling Dad she was doing sunrise yoga classes. The divorce happened fast. Within 3 months, they'd separated. Within 6 months, it was final. Dad sat me down when the papers were signed. He looked tired, older somehow. "I need you to know something," he said. "This isn't your fault. You didn't cause this. Your mother did. But I knew better. If I hadn't asked where she was, he might never have found out. They might still be together." I told him that. Started crying. He pulled me into a hug. "Son, you didn't break us. We were already broken. You just helped me see it." For years after, I couldn't celebrate Father's Day without feeling sick. Every June, I'd remember that breakfast tray, the cold eggs, the question that ended everything. Mom got partial custody, but our relationship was never the same. She'd look at me sometimes with this expression I couldn't read, like she blamed me but couldn't say it. I stopped staying at her place when I turned 14. She didn't fight it. Years later, I understood what Dad meant. Mom had chosen to have an affair. She'd chosen to lie for 6 months. My question didn't create those choices. It just exposed them. But for a long time, I blamed myself, wondered if ignorance would have been better, if Dad would have been happier not knowing. I'm 26 now. Dad remarried 5 years ago to someone who actually loves him. They're happy, really happy. Mom's on her 3rd marriage. The guy she left Dad for didn't last a year. We talk maybe twice a year now. Birthdays and Christmas. It's awkward every time. Last Father's Day, I took Dad out for breakfast. We went to his favorite diner. While we were eating, he brought it up out of nowhere. "Remember that Father's Day when you were 8? The burned toast and runny eggs?" I nodded. "That was the best gift you ever gave me," he said. "Not the breakfast, the truth. You saved me from wasting more years on someone who didn't want to be there." I asked him if he ever wished he didn't know. He shook his head. The truth might hurt in the moment, but lies hurt forever. I still think about that morning sometimes. About how one innocent question changed everything. But I don't blame myself anymore. I didn't cause their divorce. I just held up a mirror at the worst possible time. And sometimes that's exactly what needs to happen.